Hello everyone, today we're going to address 12th grade English Standard 3.4 where we will analyze some poems and short stories to understand how authors use imagery, personification, and figures of speech to grab the reader's attention.
So first we are going to talk about imagery. Imagery is descriptive visuals of language, especially in literature work. An author uses imagery to paint a picture in the reader's mind. For an example of imagery, we use Preludes by T.S. Eliot. And the poem is, "The winter evening settles down with smell of sticks in passageways, 6 o'clock." So here, he uses winter evening to have the reader picture an actual winter evening. The burnt out ends of smoky days, and now a gusty shower wraps the grimy scraps of withered leaves about your feet and newspapers from vacant lots. The shower beats on broken blinds and chimney pots, and at the corner of the street, a lonely cab horse steams and stamps. So here, he uses gusty shower wraps to make you picture a gusty shower, the grimy scraps, withered leaves, newspapers on vacant lots, broken blinds and chimney pots at the corner of the street, and a lonely cab horse that steams and stamps.
For this scene, we're going to describe personification. Personification is when a figure is intended to represent an abstract quality. The reason why an author uses personification is to give the writing life and connect with their audiences. For this, we are going to watch a clip from the movie The Beauty and the Beast, where Belle speaks with inanimate objects that are personified. Quick, close attention.
Who is it? Althea. I thought you might like a spotted tail, but you're a poem. Careful! This is impossible. I know it is, but here we are. All right, kid, now that'll do.
Notice how the objects were able to talk and communicate with Belle.
Next, we will be discussing figures of speech and how and why they are used. There are many types of figures of speech. However, today we will be discussing only two of them, which are metaphors and similes. Figures of speech is a word or phrase used in a non-literal sense to add a rhetorical force to a spoken or written passage. An author uses figures of speech because it separates the piece from its original meaning. A simile compares two things using like or as, and a metaphor compares between two people, things, animals, or places. Here are examples of metaphors and similes. For metaphors, we have the snow is a white blanket and the hospital was a refrigerator. Here, they were trying to compare the snow as a white blanket, saying the snow is white, and trying to compare the hospital as a refrigerator, saying the hospital was cold. For the similes, we have as big as an elephant, as black as coal. Here we are comparing an elephant. We're saying an elephant is big, and we're also saying coal is black. So this concludes the lesson on Standard 3.4 on how to analyze ways in which poets use imagery, personification, and figures of speech to evoke readers' emotions. And now you could do it too.